Okay, so here we go. Back over here, stacking villages again. Okay, I need to figure out where it was that we were at here. Okay. Here. Hey John, welcome back. Hey, time lapse, welcome in. How are you guys doing tonight? Come down here. Yeah, time lapse. This is a method that I came up with. It instead of using the beds, I use minecarts with rails. It's quite a bit more efficient. What kind of question you got? See if I can do my best to answer it for you. I'm not really sure what you're talking about with using a bot when you AFK. Are you talking about like an auto clicker? Go away. Okay, is it something where you're getting kicked off out of there for inactivity? Is that what's going on? Oh, okay, okay, okay. I see what you're talking about. I've never really messed around with those. At one point in time I had a Boxy No Tails chunk loader loaded up, but I wasn't really too crazy about it. I didn't like the way that it worked. But now what I do is I have a secondary account that I'll just bring in and I'll just use that account to AFK. Okay, I'm not really sure. This one right here, that's got the mine carts in there that you can use to it moves your player around constantly. I don't know if what you're talking about would happen with that. I haven't really messed with any of that. Okay, so you're this guy's village leader now. So bring this guy here. Break that bed. Okay. Go ahead and go ahead and explain. I'm sorry. I'm just not really quite grabbing what you're talking about with that. So we'll get this guy bumped up over here, and I forgot to shut my rails off again. It is somewhat important to make sure that you remember which one it is. When we get them over there, we're gonna find which one links to what. But the way that I've got this set up, if I bring the villager in on the right hand side first, this guy's always the village leader. Oh, okay, so you can't make the bot sit in the minecart. Then I'm not really entirely sure. I've never really used anything like that. But yeah, John, when we get these villagers marched in over here, when we walk these guys up all the way over to this, here I'll kind of explain it. When we come through here, I'll check my levers all the way down. When we get the villagers up here, when we have both of these villagers walked up here, we're gonna put down a workstation. And the first villager to accept this workstation, he has to go over that way, and he's the one that's going to get killed off at the end of the process. And then the other villager will go into this pod and he'll bounce up and down in water, and that's what we're going to be doing with that guy. So what we need to do first, though, is we need to get these guys marched all the way up here. So trying to make sure I get all of my rails set so that one of these guys doesn't go flying down to where he doesn't need to be. Okay, so that guy just linked over there. Now bring over here. Get this guy up. Get this guy a little nudge. Like that, he's good. And we're just gonna keep more of the same of what we were doing last night. Just keep nudging these guys along. Get them going up to where they need to go. Right. Get this guy moved up here. So how's everybody's night going tonight? Or, well, it's night for me. I'm not really sure what time it is for everybody else. Okay, get this guy over here. Okay, we'll get this guy moved up here. That guy linked right there. Just put this guy here. Come back down here. Hey, how's it going, Berries? Good that you're having a pretty decent night. Wasn't planning on streaming tonight, but the weather didn't decide to cooperate with my work tonight, so here I am. Working on this again. Okay, we'll move this guy. When we're doing this, these minecart rails, I keep trying to remember to depower them. That way that the gonna be any concrete tomorrow either. The weather that we had out here where I live at was really bad, and it just didn't work out very well. So those concrete trucks go about 80,000 pounds on 10 wheels. They tend to sink into the mud pretty good. The stacking's going really well. I've got 5 villages in there already. This is number 6 that I'm working on right here. this is a method that I kind of came up with just out of necessity. Varies. I built a 30 stacked iron farm, and I had to stack 30 villages into one small area, and it was taking a real long time to get the villages stacked in there. So when I did that, it was almost out of necessity to find a way to get these to where you could do this at night. This works at nighttime or in the daytime in game. Okay, time lapse. I have not made this in survival yet. I want to make sure that my stacking method on it works before I build something like this. Um, I've done a lot of stacking stuff in survival. I did a 25 stack version of my iron farm in a world that my son and I play on. So yeah, but no, and to answer your question, I have not built this in survival. This is a world download that I got from Silent Whisper, and I just killed off all the villagers and broke all the workstations and beds and everything, and I'm just trying this. So, hey Wayne, welcome in. Glad you're here. No worries about being late. I didn't think I was gonna be able to stream today, and then work had other work had other ideas. So here I am. Okay, got that guy over there. All right, so we'll take this guy here. We'll move him up. Just same thing over and over. But this whole process will be worth it when this thing's up and operational. So make sure I got my levers turned off. And you can either do it this way where I'm placing the bed up ahead of him and then nudging him along to get him up there and break his bed, or you could do it like this where you give this guy a nudge here, then you can bring it up and you can place the bed. It doesn't matter what order you do this in. It works both ways. Okay, so we got that guy over there. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes, Wayne. I had to go around. I went on to chunk base to find the pillager outpost in the world that I play in quite a bit, and I think I went to like 17 or 18 different outposts before I found the one that had the 4 spawning spots to make this farm. So yeah, it was pretty unfortunate, but I did end up finding it, so wasn't really any big, a big deal, but obviously it would have been a whole lot better to have. Whoops. Yeah, I did that. Now get over here. Whoops. All right, so yeah, but I finally found one that had the 4 spawning spaces in it. One thing that I've noticed, I don't know if it's just something that a coincidence, but what I've noticed is the majority of the outposts that I've ever found that have the most spawning spots, they seem to be in deserts for some reason. I'm not really sure why that is. It might just be a coincidence, but something might be worth looking into. Yeah, Ray, that's just kind of how that's how my luck runs. If it wasn't for bad luck, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have any at all most of the time. But yeah, it's well, the down like entire mountains. That's kind of not my thing. But Uh, the one that I ended up going with for the raid farm that I do have in the world that I'm currently playing in, and I'm gonna replace that one with this farm if I can get the stacking method completely down. Uh, it was in a desert like pretty much like this, and I think all total it took me about maybe an hour and a half to clear out a big enough area like what's down here. So the flats really important, Wayne, and unless you know somebody that's just really into digging and wants to dig out half of your world. Okay, bring this up here. Bring this guy back over here. Okay. These guys are actually moving up pretty quick today. I was I was a little bit slower with it yesterday. Is because yesterday was the first time I've ever streamed, and I was trying to keep track of chat and what I'm doing and conversations and all of that stuff. It I'm still trying to get that one figured out. Beacon and a pickaxe. Yeah, that's pretty much all you need. Uh I did I carry around a shulker box that's completely full of pickaxes. I did the villager trading hall with discounts around the zombie spawner, and I was able to pick up an entire shulker box full of maxed out gear. It was pretty nice, not gonna lie. That that villager discount thing around a zombie spawner's pretty good. 3-time beacons with 6 power, nice. Yeah, it's I've got an awful lot of beacons around in my world because of that wither killer system that I use. It's the one that Rufus Atticus has a video on his channel. It's the finding the naturally occurring wither killers in Bedrock, and then I built the wither skeleton farm that basically just I think right now I'm sitting on about a shulker box full of wither skulls that I need to turn into beacons. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Wayne, that's definitely. Yep. Yep, Raymond, that's the one. Easy peasy wither squeezy. Yep. And uh he uh he does a really good breakdown on it in that video. I've been I've been following him for quite a while. I'm in his Discord. Uh real smart guy, real smart guy, and real good technical Minecrafter. Very good technical Minecrafter. Yeah, actually, John, the grind part of Minecraft is actually part of the things that I actually like the most about it. It's these big projects like this are they're fun, but part of what I think makes doing this so much fun is when you actually have to do all of the work to get to this point where you can actually do this part of it. When you're done with it, I think you get a lot more appreciation out of what you've actually done, because if you just go into creative and build an entire farm in creative, and then you're gonna go use the farm or AFK in the farm. I don't get as much enjoyment out of that kind of stuff. It's just not my thing. Oh yeah, heavy grind is yeah. I I sometimes do a little bit too much of that. So okay, we're gonna put we got this guy close enough now. We're gonna brought up a wolf farm last stream. Does that yes, that wolf farm still does work. I actually just tested it it was like 4 nights ago, I think. Yeah, if what I found on that one is if you use it the way that Navy Nexus had it set up and you enchant the shears with Unbreaking 3, it takes 3 minutes and 15 seconds for the light to go out, and you will get, on average, I think it's 30 and a half stacks of wool in the time that it takes to run the durability on the shears. Be having a Simtic pumpkin farm. How does that work, Raymond? What's gonna be the deal with that? Because I've tried using Simtic on bees. It didn't work. I've tried using it on like the different kind of vines. I've tried just about everything and I couldn't get any of it to work. The only thing I've got to work with Simtic was the wool farm. Okay, so we'll get you. Okay, dispenser will be able to interact with snow golems. What? So dispenser will be able to interact with snow golems, as in, it can place the pumpkin on top of the. Oh, the dispenser can like aggro a snow golem. Is that what you're talking about? Oh yeah. Wool for beds. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. John, the probably the easiest bone meal source that I've found so far is that that wither skeleton farm. The amount of bones and coal that you get in there, I mean, I I'm never out of it. Shear the golem drop. Wow, that's interesting. Shears the golem to drop the pumpkin. Okay, so I'm assuming that what's gonna happen is you're gonna make the snow golem, and then you'll have the snow golem in place of where the sheep would be in like Navy Nexus's design, and then it shoots the shears out, similar to like how the sheep farm works. Yeah, yeah, John. That's my bone meal source for sure. Uh, try cookies for somebody. Oh, okay. Okay, so the sim tick wouldn't work though. Okay. Yeah, that's real interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to give that a shot. Okay, so now we got these guys up here to this spot. I'm gonna throw this down. You'll see this guy right here. He's gonna link to that. That villager's the one that's got to go over there. So we don't need this right here for the moment. So what we can do is we can just push this guy along over here. Get him in there. And then, break that rail. Place the bed right here. And then, let's see if we get this guy a little bit of a nudge. Break that rail. Break that. Get this guy locked in here. Come on. There we go. And then we'll, replace that. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to give that a shot with the Semtic thing with the pumpkins. Airville Farms in the Nether keeping. Yeah, I used to not ever build anything in the Nether either way, and then I discovered these really cool things, the fire resistance potions. I had a witch farm, and I kept getting the fire resist potions out of the witch farm, so I started carrying one in my hotbar all the time when I was in the Nether. And you know, I just that way if I fell off of something and went down into the lava, you know, with a fire resist potion, you can just basically swim to the side of it and you'll be fine. Alright, so let's get this guy moving down here. Put that there. He'll link to that. And then we'll get this bed. I think I had... Yeah, I had the bed on this one last night. So give this guy a nudge. The worst farm I think I've had to build in the Nether though so far, Wayne, was I built a magma cube farm in a well, the magma cubes for the frog lights. I did that in a basalt delta, and that was absolutely miserable. I hated every second of it. It was terrible. Okay, so we got that there. Now he's linked to that bed, so we can break this workstation. We'll put that here. Come on, link to it, guy. Bring this guy over here. Give that a break. Okay. Yeah, yeah, very. Basalt deltas are very evil places. I absolutely hate them. Absolutely hate them. Yeah, yeah, Raymond, I've done that too, where you use the boats. It just seems to me that for whatever reason, I always end up forgetting that that's a thing. And then I'm usually about 95% done by the time I remember it. Yeah, Wayne, gas farms can actually be a pretty decent source of gunpowder if you don't have a really good supply of gunpowder in your world. You can use the gas farm. That's a really good source for it. Right. Oh, yeah, gas farms. If you're anywhere near it, the sound of those, it's absolutely terrible. The sound of a gas farm is it's so bad. Yeah, definitely turn the hostile mob volume down when you do that. It's really really bad. Okay, so you're there. So now I'll bring this guy over here. Jump scared a few friends with it. Yeah, actually that's one of the guys that I used to play with on I used to play on Prowl's server, that Eternia server. And one of the guys that I played with on there, Undertaker, he had gas for pets at his base. And it it would scare the crap out of people every time that they went over to his base. They'd just freak out. They'd want to know what was going on. Yeah, Wayne, once you get used to building in the Nether, you know, it's not really a it's not really a big deal. Not really a big deal at all. Oh yeah, the volume down on the Enderman farm, and I AFK'd at this thing for I don't know, probably about 20 minutes while I was working on another video, and just all of the raid horns and the bells and everything, the trapdoors on this thing, if if you build this, you're definitely going to want to turn your game sounds down. It's bad. It's so loud. Makes it almost impossible to concentrate on what you're doing. Okay, so the link there. Bring this up here. Alright, he linked. Yeah, Wayne, if you stick around when when I get done when I get done with stream tonight, I'll pop into I'll pop into a realm and I'll show you one of the projects that we did in our nether there. It was it was really, really, really involved. Uh, we dug out a 200 block wide circle around another fortress so that we could control all the spawning in there. And it it was pretty intense. And then I have a I have a nether fortress that I use in there, and that one we didn't dig out as much. I think we did I think I did the 44 block spawning radius around where my AFK spot was. Alright, so get this guy up here. Okay. Yeah, and we've got fuel in that fuel on that realm is absolutely it's ridiculous. We're never going to be short on fuel on there. We've got we currently have 3 blaze spawners set up in there. 2 at one fortress, 1 at another fortress, and then we've got the wither skeleton farm that produces enough coal that we never have to worry about it. It it works really well. It's most of what we've done so far in that realm is just getting everything set up, getting all the infrastructure put in so that we can just stick around and build. Yeah, there's a guy that plays on that realm from time to time. He the guy's a maniac when it comes to mining. It's just his thing. It's just what he likes to do. Uh, he came back one time from going nether mining, and he came back with, I think it was like 2.5 or 3 stacks of ancient debris, and he just put them into our public storage. He's like, "Here, you guys can have it." It's like, okay, thanks, appreciate it. Okay, there. Change. Thank you. Okay, get over here. Give you a bump up. Got you over there. Sweet. Okay. Yep, bring you up here. Yeah, he mined quite a bit. For about 5 or 600 blocks in every single direction, looks like Swiss cheese. He the guy has a mining method where you never miss one piece of ancient debris. There's you uh every single block you get to see at least one surface of the block. Yeah, varies. I've been in on some pretty big digging projects. I had played on a world with a couple of more technical guys, and they wanted to dig out an entire perimeter. So that's it's 9 chunks wide by 18 chunks long, and it was I I got so burned out on the digging, it was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. But that was before negative Y values. I I would have I would have told them there was absolutely no way. If it would have been if it would have been with negative Y values, I would have never done it. The with the negative Y values, and ever since the caves and cliffs update where you have all the underground aquifers and everything, they're just way too much water. Way too much water to drain. Okay. Put you here. Right, get this guy moving. Okay. Break that. Actually, I think I'm gonna try not powering these rails. I'm just gonna nudge these guys up. That way I don't have to worry about forgetting to shut the stupid things off, because it seems like I always forget to shut at least one or two of them off. Yep, I did one up here, so I better go shut this one off before I get up to this point. Okay, so where was I in this process? Okay, yeah, I gotta break this. Break this. Put this down here for that guy. Chain linked. Put this over here. Give this guy a little bit of a nudge. Yeah, actually, that seems to work pretty well, not powering these. Uh, it just pushes them up and they can stop right there on that rail. Get you Yeah, the one where you fall from the top of the world to the absolute bottom. Yeah, that one's kind of an interesting achievement to go for. Hey King Bro, how's it going? Welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. Alright, so we're gonna break this right here. He'll delink from that. Come back, put this right here. Okay, you linked. Get over here. Get this guy to push. Yeah, I think that's the ticket right there. I don't think I don't think we need to power these. I'm gonna leave the levers there just in case. Okay, so you're linked in there. Put this over here. He already linked up. Okay, he's there. All right, King. Just in case you're wondering what's going on here, we've already moved the stack the village. We brought the guy from over there at that little platform down there. Got the first villager into the pod over there with his bed. Now what we're doing is we're stretching the village over to here. This is the rail method that I came up with when I built my big iron farm. It just makes the stacking process a lot easier. It works daytime, nighttime, and it actually cuts down a lot on the chances of the villages merging. Okay, got the particles there. Yeah, Wayne, this is what I was talking to Mia Sage about last night. I think you may have been off making dinner. Um, the the powered rails stopping them is basically why I used them in the first place on here, was so that I could control exactly where they started and where they stopped at. That was why I put them in here. No other reason than that. I didn't feel like running in front of them and placing down like a. I didn't feel like coming and doing like this number and putting the block in front of them to stop them. It was just easier to use powered rails. I think just about everybody's got at least a halfway decent gold farm anymore. I know just about everybody that I've talked to has built or is planning to build one of the portal ticking gold farms. And I also know this Slack Lizard, him and T-Man Cow put out a really good video on a nether only gold farm that it produces an awful lot of gold. So the rails for me, it didn't matter. Okay, you linked up there. Okay, we'll put this up here. The bed over here. Alright, you linked up to that workstation. Getting there. Yeah, that yeah, Prowl's gold farm was pretty good. I remember one time I got the world download for, I can't remember which season of Truly Bedrock it was, where he had made that gold farm they called the server killer, and it did it was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it was so over the top it wasn't even funny. I'm not really sure if they broke those or not, berries. I haven't tried to use mine for quite some time. Not the portal ticking one. Uh, we've got a nether base one, so it it just uses the pigment spawning on the magma blocks. Yeah, that was the big square tower of lag, Wayne. That's exactly what that thing was. That thing was a big square tower of lag. I guess I can't really say anything though. That iron farm that I built, that thing is just a big square tower of lag too. So it it just works. But like I said, that iron farm that I built, I don't ever hang out around it. It's not something that I go visit or go look at or anything like that. The only time I ever go over there is when I need to AFK for iron, and I just get into the AFK spot and that's it. Oh yeah, Raymond, I did see something about the memory leak over time. Um, it can get pretty bad, and especially on servers, it's really bad on servers. The memory leak. I know I've kept an eye on that on the bug tracker, and there have been a lot of things where people have posted screenshots of like memory usage right before they turned on their portal ticking farm, and then after it had been running for a short amount of time, and the amount of memory that they were losing was ridiculous. It'd make the game almost completely unplayable, and if you left it running for too long, it would make the game unplayable. It'd just crash the server. Okay, come on, bud. Thank you. Get this guy over here. This guy nudge. Yeah, okay, got that. Break you. You here? Yeah. Put you here. That way he can detect that. Yeah, see the one thing that I hope that they don't ever take out of the game, I'd be really upset if they ever did take it out of the game, would be uh the torch burnout effect. Yeah, varies. There are nether only gold farms. Probably the best one that I can think of was the tutorial that I saw for it was made by Slack Lizard. The farm was designed by one of the guys that's super active in his Discord. The guy's gamer tag is like T-Man Cow, and it's a ridiculous nether only gold farm. It's pretty crazy. Um, as far as building on the nether roof like in Java, Wayne, I don't think that that's ever going to be a real possibility. But I can tell you that it is possible to travel on the nether roof. That's kind of a favorite little trick that I like to use, especially when I have to go real long distances and I don't feel like building an actual nether highway. I'll fly above the nether roof. But I can tell you, if you have any issues with motion sickness, don't do it. Okay, so put this here. Then we're going to place a solid block here. Break this rail, curve that into there. Yeah, Raymond, what what my understanding was on that thing that Rufus did was he actually got into the game's code and he recoded something to make it to where he could get up there and build on there. We'll place this bed here. Break you. Yeah, offhand use would be pretty nice. I did see a video saying that with the latest it's one of the I think it's the current update. There's a thing where you can actually get tools into your offhand. And I cannot imagine that that was an accident. Something like that would actually have to be that'd have to be actually coded into the game. All right, so let's break this leaf here. We'll put that workstation down. Okay, so now we'll come down here. All right. Yeah, Wayne, that's my understanding too, is that it's very limited at this point. There's no real functionality in it. I think it's something where they just kind of put it in the game. 8,000 nuggets for what? What are you talking about there, time lapse? This, put that there. Why did you just, don't you? Um, I know that Navy Nexus, the Navy Nexus 4 portal ticking farm. Uh, I built the entire thing with the collection system that he has underneath of it. And yeah, villager doing villager things. Yeah, I better take care of this guy before he does what villagers do. All right, so like I said last night, you got to do this in a specific order. You have to break this workstation, break this bed, and then yeah, we all know what's going to happen to this guy. That was oddly satisfying. Yeah, varies. The gold farm that I would suggest would be the slack lizard one. Um, that's the one that I honestly believe has the least likelihood of breaking. Um, it seems to me that they Mojang likes to break their own game, and something's just screaming at me that those portal ticking farms are gonna get removed from the game at some point. Yeah, well, it is oddly satisfying to take care of one of those idiots every now and then. I mean, these guys are, well, I mean, they're villagers. They're not exactly the smartest things in the world. I'll be nice. Okay, so this guy's still there. Okay, we're not there. Okay, so take care of that. This. Okay. Don't need that rail there. Don't need that rail there. I'm going to replace this block here with that so I can put a powered rail on that. And I don't need that, and I don't need that. Okay, so then the only thing left to do with this is to... Alright, and the particles link there, so it looks like we got a... Looks like we have another successfully stacked village, so we're up to 6 now. But I'm gonna do the same thing that I did last night. I'm gonna go and test it. I'm gonna make a copy of the world and test it to make sure. Yeah, what part of the kill chamber keeps breaking? Hmm. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about, time lapse. If you go back to silence video, uh, when you go back to silence video and look at it, check in the comments, and the latest update kind of screwed up this kill chamber a little bit. What you have to do is this floor level right here, you have to make you have to drop the floor down by half a block, and then you have to add these fence gates in right here, and then you have to modify this little area right here a little bit. What it was is the Ravagers, they used to not... what had happened is they would just come up here, and these glass blocks would force them down into the water stream, but now they bounce correctly in there, and you just have to drop that down. Yeah, it varies. I came through here and I did the upgrade on this kill chamber as well. And after I upgraded the kill chamber, it seemed to work really well. I didn't extensively test it, but it worked pretty good. The fence gates in the middle time lapse, or the fence gates at the very front of the kill chamber underneath the trident killers. Okay, we're gonna make a copy of this. Okay, we'll do. Oh, the middle of the water stream. Huh. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I didn't have an issue with that when I tested this. Maybe I didn't. Oh, okay, so where the second water stream starts. Okay, so let me get this, make sure that I'm getting what you're saying here. You're talking about like right here? Is this where you're talking about? I I won't be able to check it on this one really quick time lapse, but let me just check to make sure that this that this is spawning raids correctly. Okay. So I'm gonna come up here and give myself the bad omen effect. Okay, so we got a raid in there. Yeah, time lapse. I haven't really. Okay, so we got a raid going in that one. Got a raid going in that one. Got a raid going in that one, and as long as we get a raid going in this one, we'll be good. Yep. Alright, so we have six raids going right now. Oh my gosh, this is getting crazy. Okay, yep, so there you go. There's 6 of them stacked together. So I'll be glad when I get these upper ones done. Moving these villagers up these ramps is kind of a pain. Yeah, you guys can hear, but I mean it's almost deafening in my headset. All these bells ringing and the horns and everything. It's way too loud. Okay, so I'm going to quit out of this one. And then I'm going to delete that copy that I just made. All that's there for is to just to test, to make sure that the village stacking went correctly. Okay, so I'm going to name this Six Raid Farm. And then I'll also make a copy of this. And then we can work in the copy. Okay, so really quick time lapse. This is I believe this is the one that, no, not that one. I have way too many worlds. Okay, so, be the greatest thing of all times. There, something like that does exist, John. I can't, I think it's, like, it's trapdoor server is what it is. I can't remember the guy's name right off the top of my head. He was showcasing that on screen. It's a special it's a special server that you have to run and you have to load the game in there, but you can see the like the village bounding box and all of that stuff with it. It's really cool. I haven't ever really messed with it, but um it does exist. Oh, it's Groova Guy. Groova Guy's the one that I saw using it. It was pretty cool. So, all right, time lapse. This is where I had updated it. So basically, if I get what you're saying, the Ravager got stuck here and came up and went through the top of the leaves, and it broke all of the leaves off of the top up here. Because I don't think it should not have been able to do that. So this is the full 24 right here. So let me let me okay, because in the limited amount of testing I did on this time lapse, uh, these the Ravagers just went right through here. I didn't ever have any problems with it. Okay, so what you did is you put a second layer of glass and now it's working, if I'm reading that right. See, I'm wondering if that's some sort of like a bug because these guys are just going right underneath it there. You know, nothing would surprise me with the Bedrock version of the game though. It happens. Yeah, see, here goes a Ravager. He goes right through there. The one thing that I have had happen with this, and I've had to come and fix it, I did have one of the guys that was riding the Ravager. He glitched up and he ended up on top of one of these leaves. And that one particular raid got stuck because the guy was up here on top of these leaves, but that's the only issue that I've had with this thing so far. But yeah, you can see there these Ravagers are they just go right on through. But that guy that was riding him, I've had that guy glitch up one time on top of the leaves right there. Yeah, Yeah, once the Ravagers get out of a controlled environment, they definitely tend to do that. I made a four stacked iron or raid farm, and what I did is I put a ceiling of lava in over the top of them, and that way, if the Ravagers jump up, they just catch on fire and they die. And I think I put 3 layers. Okay, but yeah, okay, so that's I'll I I can't access Discord right now, time lapse. I'll have to go on there and look a little bit later. Sorry about that. I'm kind of out of screens on my PC right now. So okay, so I think that should be it for for those 9 raids that we're going. Or getting pretty close anyways. It sure would be really nice if the XP delinking bug got fixed. It gets really old having all of these little friends following you around that can't do anything. So the other thing that's kind of irritating about this one is these saddles get stuck right here. Not that I really care about saddles because they're kind of useless, but I don't like having a bunch of entities just floating around, kind of like these XP orbs that are just floating here. That's kind of irritating. But okay, yeah. So I understand what you're saying now, time lapse. I get what you're saying with the Ravager coming up through there and breaking that. That's rather unfortunate. But if you can put a second layer of glass underneath the leaves. Okay, John, so you said you saw the video, the Ravager jumped up with the guy on his back and got stuck in the glass, and the Ravager's feet weren't touching the water anymore. That's interesting. Um, that, what could be a good solution for that? I know I did lava over the kill chamber in my 4 stacked raid farm that I designed, but I can't think of a way to get the way I had lava up there. I don't think would work with this one. Don't think that would work with this one. Yeah, you got that right, Wayne. Best part about this is just experimenting to find out what works and what doesn't. Yeah, John, I was just looking at that when we ran that, and when the Ravagers would get to that middle spot where the defense gates are, where the first water stream starts and the second one stopped, what I noticed was that the guys that were riding the Ravagers were pretty consistently getting knocked off right there. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that had to do with maybe the guy hit the glass up above, but I'm not really sure. I'd have to look more into that. Okay, so this one. I get my big huge water jug over here. Stay hydrated. Okay, so let's get going back over here. We'll put this guy down. So if we start the village with this villager right here, this guy will always be the village leader. And then when we get him all the way down here, when we move him around, he's going to be the guy that's on the outside. So the other guy's the one that's going to be there. All right, berries. You have a great night. Get some rest. It's probably not going to be too terribly much longer for me. Not going to be too much longer for me. It's getting close to 1 a.m. in the morning here. Okay, so what we'll do here is we'll drop this guy in here. Bed. So we just started the village with this guy. This guy's going to end up being the leader of the village no matter what, because he was the first one to form the village. Okay, and then we can drop this egg down in there. We'll just double check this guy, but I know the guy I know the guy. It's going to be the village leader. Trapdoor. You know, John, I'm pretty sure that something like that could possibly work, but when it comes to raids, I don't trust anything as far as blocks and raid farms. They're I've seen the the raids, and a Ravager in particular spawned on a lever. I watched a Ravager spawn on a lever. So I'm real careful what I put in them. Get you up there. Like that. See how quickly I can get this one moved up. Once I get this village moved up, I'm probably going to end the stream, but I did promise that I'd go show Wayne a couple of the things that I built in the nether so that he can see what kind of projects are possible in there. Break this. This dude up here. Yeah, see, I'm still trying to get my rhythm down on doing this with this raid farm. When I did it on that iron farm, I had this down. I could almost do it in my sleep. I had done it so much, but with this one, it's this part's the same. It's the part down there with the workstation and the bed that's still kind of a little different for me because when I did the iron farm, you never had to do it with the workstation. It was always 2 villagers at a time. You were never trying to walk a village, only using 1 villager, so. A little different, but the concept is still the same. Why are you... Oh my god, are you serious? I hope that didn't do what I think it just did. We'll try to do this. Okay. Okay, so if you have something like this happen where, like what I just did, where I just realized that I really screwed up, like really screwed up, not the end of the world. Get rid of these guys. Get rid of these beds. Problem solved. I just completely ended that village. So the village, as far as the game's concerned, doesn't even exist anymore. So it's not the end of the world. It sucks, though, because of the time that you spend doing it. So we'll get this guy here. Get you in there. I cannot believe I forgot to do that. Oh no, I can't blame that one on villagers, Wayne. That was me doing what I do. That was my bad. I was trying to get into a hurry to see how quick I could get this moved along, and I screwed it up. Okay, so that guy there, that guy there. No, sorry, buddy. Yep, there we go. Okay, so double check this, make sure, but the guy on the right's gonna be the village leader. Yep. Okay, so put this bed here. Put that on. He goes. Break this bed. He goes. Break this bed. He goes. Break this bed. Okay, I broke the bed this time. You guys see it. I broke the bed. I missed one way up here on the right. Oh, yep, you're right. I did. Good catch there, Wayne. Alright, so... get this guy back up there. Okay, so we'll put that there. Like that. See, if I would have been paying closer attention to the green particle effects, I would have caught that way before I did. But I was trying to hurry and wasn't really paying all that close attention, so it does pay to pay attention to what you're doing on this. So bring this over here. Give you a nudge, get you up there. Lever off. This guy over here. Lever off. Break that. Yeah, Payne, this is a method that I came up with when I was stacking iron farms. I had 30 villages stacked in together with the iron farm, and it took a super long time, so I had to come up with this method right here to get the villagers walked into the iron farm, because waiting to do it all at night would have been way too much. This method you can use during the day or the night, doesn't matter. No hair working with villagers. Hey, see how much I got up there, right, Wayne? Guarantee you, not a whole lot. Keep going over here. And yeah, Payne, doing it this way, it's also a whole lot more controlled. You can see that, you know, the villagers don't have any option. They can't do dumb villager things and fall off of the walkway or walk backwards or go take a nature walk halfway over there. They just do what they do. This dude over here. Yeah, see, I keep hoping that one of these years or whatever that they update villagers AI. It would be awesome. It would be really awesome if they would update the villagers AI. Be really awesome if they would update villager AI, but I highly doubt that that's going to happen anytime soon. Long nose stuff. Yeah, he smacked this guy in his long nose with a sword here in a minute. Okay, we'll get this guy moved up here. Yeah, that's like that whole bug with putting villages in the either in the nether or in the end where it just bloats the world size and I think it's every time a player goes through a nether portal or the end portal, it just continually makes a new village and it just bloats the world size to the point where it's not even playable. Yeah. Okay, fix this rail. Okay, so got that guy over there. We're gonna bring this guy, we're gonna push him down. You know, I'm not gonna lie. This is the part that it's so repetitive. This part gets really repetitive, but once it's all done with, this will be really worth it. Build an entire city out of emerald blocks with what this farm does. It's yeah, Wayne. I absolutely love this method. It's just it's way more controlled, way more controlled. And I said yesterday during stream that I had talked to old guy shortly after I discovered this method and asked him if he knew about it. And he said no, but he had found a way to stack villages during the day, but it was using boats. He'd put the villagers in boats and drag the boats with leads on these hallways, and I, I don't, I don't think I couldn't do that. It's you want to talk about not being controlled? That'd be terrible. Yeah, Dylan, being able to stack villages at any time during the day, it's kind of a game changer. It makes it to where building a farm like this is bearable. If you had to wait around to do this at night all the time, yeah, it's a pain. I will definitely agree. It is an absolute pain. There. Yeah, yeah, Wayne, I've tried messing around with dragon villagers places in boats and it's I don't like it. It's not fun for me. There's nothing about it that's fun for me. I hated every second of it, so yeah, just not something that I'm willing to do. It's been my experience that the idiots had like swinging the boat and then the lead had end up breaking and yeah, hit it in badly. That's one of those where you have to have like 300 villagers at your villager trader to end up with 40 of them in your farm. Accidentally, of course. Just going up here. And bring this guy here. Just gonna stick that there, just... I don't trust it. Bring you here. Get up there. Yeah, villagers and boats are not really my thing. I know there's people that like to move villagers by gliding them in boats with an elytra, and as long as you don't use rockets, you can transport them long distances like that. But I wouldn't want to try to do the stacking like that with boats. That'd be absolutely miserable. You in here. Like that. Place that there. Break that bed. Yep. Bring this guy over here. Bump him down in there a little bit. Get there, bud. Thank you. Yep, I think I'm gonna finish this one up, and then I'll show you that that big perimeter that I did out in the Nether, and then I'm gonna have to get going off to bed. So we need a workstation for this guy. Yep, workstation. Move this guy down to here so he can detect it. Put another bed down there. Go. Right. Right. Put this dude up here. Okay, got the bed, workstation. You up here. Okay, you up. Back, break that. You there. Break that. Bring this up. Place bed. please. Okay, we get this guy. Bring this up. Bring this guy along here. Break that. Okay, let's see here. Break that. Okay, linked. Got you up there. Yeah, see, this is, now that I'm getting a rhythm of this, this is actually getting quite a bit faster. I haven't gotten a good time yet as for how long this takes, but with not having to do it at nighttime, I don't really necessarily think that it really matters. It's not like you're racing against the clock at nighttime to get this done. Okay, go. This guy. This up here. Link, please. Thank you. Alright, now we'll... Okay, that's what happened. When I set all of these rails out, I only spaced these 5 apart instead of like this one and that one where it's 10 apart. That's why I just screwed up on the spacing right here. Yeah, doing this stacking villages with one player sleep is an absolute nightmare. That's old guy said that's when he figured out the deal with boats was because he plays on a realm with Dr. Jan Cyan and they have one player sleep, so but yeah, it's and honestly this is more of a almost kind of like a respect thing for the people that you play on a server or realm with, because you're not constantly having to ask people not to sleep. If you know, if there is one player sleep, that way you're not telling everybody else that plays on there that you need them to stay awake. Bring this dude up here. Link, please. Thank you. Get that. Get that. Get that. Here. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm actually I'm actually kind of kind of a little proud of myself for figuring this one out. I was I was pretty shocked to figure out that nobody had ever tried this before. I no idea why they wouldn't have tried it before, but I guess somebody's got to be a first to do everything at least once. Get you up here. This part of the of stacking this farm is probably my least favorite, just because of the distance that you have to go from over there down to here. It's a ways. That's why I spaced these rails out the way that I did on here. There's it's just it's way too far to do it the way I did it with the iron farm with only a one gap block in between beds. It's just too much. So the way I've got it set up right now, I've got 10 blocks in between each one of these powered rails. It seems to be kind of a sweet spot. Yeah, Dylan, I watched a few of his streams where he was stacking the iron farm. I think he called it like the ironing board or something like that. Um, it was it was pretty cool. Um, when he was doing that, I was in the process of doing mine the big stacked iron farm that I did. The first one I did was 25 villages, and then the second one I did was 30 villages stacked. It was I was so busy doing that I didn't really have a whole lot of time to watch Groove's stream when he was doing it. I'll tell you what, Groova does make some pretty awesome farms though. No, I'm not gonna lie, Groova makes some pretty awesome farms. He's a pretty solid farm creator. I use his shulker sandwich farm. Okay, Wayne. Uh, Everything's looking okay on my side, so I'm not really sure. It may just be that you have to reboot. Okay, the stream's lagging. Shoot. Just 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking my dropped frames is going up just a little bit. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. I need to check out. I'll be right back. Let me know if that gets any better or if it gets worse. Uh, yeah, Wayne, I changed something on my router. I'm trying to fix it right now. Um, if it keeps getting bad, I may have to end stream as soon as I get this villager moved over here. I'm gonna have to look into that and see what happens. Yeah, I am pretty proud of this one. I am pretty proud of this one. The only other thing that I can think of right now that may be contributing to the string like lagging, my son's playing a game right now too, so that may have something to do with it. If the lag's still really bad, could you guys let me know in chat, please? I'd really appreciate it. This up to here. That was convenient. Okay, bring this guy over here. Okay, so I'm gonna do this really quickly. It's starting to look that it's starting to look like my connection's just gonna lag really bad. So I'm gonna finish this up and I'm gonna just test it really quick and then I'm gonna end stream. I really apologize, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, that guy's linked up there. Oh wow. Yeah, Dylan, I really like that shulker farm. Okay, so the stream's looking good now. Okay. Huh. That's crazy. Oh, okay, yeah, wow. I'm watching my upload speed just shot through the roof. So, okay, well, maybe I'll have time to. Okay. Okay, so after I get this and test the farm, I was gonna end stream after this one anyways, but I was gonna show Wayne the nether stuff that I've been building, so I'll do that as soon as I test this. So in order: workstation, bed, good night. So get that there, get that ready to go. Okay. Nice. Oh yeah. That's it does keep getting farther back up in there. Almost daily. Okay, so that guy's in there. That's good. Take all of this. Okay, put this here. That'll go there. That way we're ready for the next one. I'm gonna save myself a headache though, and put that. Okay, we'll come down here. Alright, good deal, John. Good to know. Alright, that guy linked that guy. Sweet. Okay, so we should now have 7 of these successfully stacked in, so I'm gonna do the whole deal with copying the world really quick, and we'll test it out. So everything's still good with these guys. It's all good down there. That works. That this green one is not. Okay, no, we got it. We got the green one. That's what I thought I was scared. Okay, so we should have raiders pretty much all over the place over here. We got standing room only over here. Oh, hey, look, these guys are just voluntarily jumping off of the bridge. That's awesome. See, I used to play Fortnite with my son quite a bit, but my eyes don't function as well as they used to anymore, so the PvP stuff's just not for me anymore. Yeah, John, the competitive games kind of aren't my thing anymore either. Okay, well, we've got 7 of them stacked now. So next time I stream, we're gonna work on this one, and then we'll start down here on the bottom. But saw what I needed to know. We got them all spawning up there. So what we'll do is we'll delete this world, because that was just to test and see if the raids would spawn. Switching Sega Bass Fishing on the Wii. Nice. Yeah, I kind of have a pretty steady diet of Minecraft. Okay, Dylan, the second villager has to have a workstation just to get him down there. And then once you get him down there, you get the villager that's locked in the pot of leaves. You get him to link to that second workstation that you put down, and that stretches the village all the way across to where the kill chamber is. That's what allows this farm to be split density. Yeah, John, I used to be a big time console guy. I had an Xbox for forever and ever and ever, and then I couldn't get a hold of the Series X, so I basically just gave up and I built myself a PC. Copy this so that when I stream the next time, we can just start automatically on this one. Yeah, the when all of that stuff was going on with crypto mining and the graphics cards being impossible to find and the consoles being sold by scalpers and everything, it was absolutely ridiculous. I was seeing ads on Craigslist for the Series X around here for almost $2,000 US, and there's no way. Yeah, Wayne, if we want to get into collections of old gaming consoles, I still have my original Nintendo NES. Uh, I think that one came out in I think I got that for Christmas in like 1986. Yeah, a long time ago. All right, so really quick before I end stream, I'm done with the raid farm for tonight, but I did promise to show off one of the big projects that I done in the realm that I've been helping out on. So this buddy of mine transferred it over to me so I could get in there and trim stuff and do all that, but there's been some pretty good advancements made in here. All right, so just let me get over here to the nether side of things. Okay, so I'll come down over here. See, all of this through here is all spawn proofed. I carpeted absolutely everything in here. Did the stream drop again? Hey, Wayne, if you can hear me, is the stream still up? You guys... Are you guys having an issue with the stream? Is anybody else having issue with stream? Just 1 second. Dylan, are you saying that you think that I have delay, or do you think that Wayne's getting delay? All right, if you guys can hear me, I'm really sorry about the issue with the stream. I usually have some pretty rock solid internet. Yeah, guys, once again, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to I'm gonna have to call it. Uh, Good night, everybody. If you can hear me, good night, Wayne. Good night, John. Good night, Dylan. Yeah, I'll I should be on tomorrow, maybe a little bit earlier. I'm gonna be off work, so. All right, y'all have a great night, and I appreciate you guys stopping in. Hopefully tomorrow night we don't have any issues. All right. Yeah, John. Thank you. Yeah, if you could leave me a like, that'd be really great. It helps me out a lot. Helps the channel. Helps other people find the stream. So. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. I really appreciate you guys stopping in. I'm out of here.